Hey everyone, I am back here with Eleanor, Berkshire Farm Girl. She was in one of my videos earlier this summer. She has spent the summer over here from England working for Paplow Harvesting. And anyways, I am going to ask her a few questions about the wheat harvest and the whole harvest in America here. So here we go. All right, so you guys are officially done with the harvest. Do you want to give my YouTube channel a brief overview of your experience here in the US on the harvest crew and tell us all about it?
So yeah, I came to Paplow's Trucking and Harvest in April, and I'm still here now, and it's the end of November. It's been a marathon of a harvest. It has been incredible. I've traveled through 8 US states. I've hauled a combine on the back of a semi, just under 4,000 miles in a Peterbilt 18 speed, which is incredible because back in the UK we only have really automatic trucks, so something a little bit different for me. The scale of farming out here is just massive. The infrastructure you have is so easy. I mean, taking these combines with the 45-foot headers down the road, oh, it's just, you know, it's nothing out here, but at home, oh no, we couldn't do that.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have the dual wheels on at home either.
We have the dual wheels, and everything is, the infrastructure, the scale is just incredible. And loading up and everything is nothing I've ever seen before. It's definitely been very, very difficult, like long, it's been tiring, but do you know what? I'm so proud to say that I've made it all the way to the end. And we've completed the 2,000-mile harvest, also the full harvest, and I'm looking to go back home to the UK pretty soon. But anyone that's looking to do it, I'd 100% suggest it. It's a great way to travel whilst doing what you love as well. Okay,
what crops have you all harvested since you've been here in the US?
So we've harvested quite a lot of different ones, stuff that I'm not used to in the UK. So wheat, barley, oilseed rape, but you call it canola out here. Lentils, chickpeas, corn, soybeans. I think that's about it really. Okay. We have to be careful with the chickpeas because of the fire risk, so we always have to blow off right inside the concaves or the combine. The wheat, it yielded pretty well in Montana, definitely, and a lot. It was not as good in Kansas area. The corn in Iowa has been yielding really well this year. 250, 290 bushels an acre. And what else do we grow? The lentils were pretty cool because I've never seen them grown before, but you had to cut them very close to the ground, so that made it a little bit difficult.
Yes, and you have a lot of rocks in Montana, at least the parts of Montana I've been at. So
yes,
yeah,
a lot of rocks.
Yeah. So when I first met you in the summer, you were cutting wheat near Kiowa, Kansas, and I got there when you guys were just starting day number 2. Yeah. So you were doing pretty good in the combine the day I was there. I rode a couple rounds with you, then I popped the drone out, of course. And anyways, I was hoping to meet up with you guys back in August in North Dakota, but it just didn't quite work out. So it was good to catch you here at the end of harvest. All right, so since you've been here in the U.S., of course, you flew in from London, correct, to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, because we're just maybe a little over an hour from there. And you spent some time here getting your CDL and learning the equipment and all that. You guys drove down to Kansas to kick off wheat harvest, and you got to see a lot of states. You got to see a lot of the United States. What was one of your favorite areas, or did you have several areas here you really liked?
So I've got 2 favorite areas. One of my best moments out here was when we arrived in Kiowa, Kansas. I felt like I was in a movie. All the cobbled old streets, just picture the cobbled streets, and we turned up at our campsite, and it felt like we were camping in someone's back garden. I'm not joking. It was just a little grass area in the middle of town, and it was nothing I've ever seen before. And Kiowa was such a nice little area. It was obviously the first place we arrived to after our big journey. So Kiowa was definitely my favorite, but also Montana, because the mountains. Some of the stuff I filmed on my channel with the mountains in the background, and I just have never seen anything like it. It was incredible. We spent quite a lot of time in Montana as well.
And Montana's beautiful state. You guys were so, as I told you, or we talked this summer, I said if you get a chance, you should go to Glacier National Park.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you guys work so much, you didn't get to do that, but maybe you'll come back and get to check that out someday, because I personally think it's definitely worth visiting. You brought up Kiowa, Kansas. Of course, I've been to Kiowa several times in my life. I've got a lot of wheat harvest videos from that area, but there's just, I can't explain it. It's a very small town right on the Oklahoma-Kansas border, but it's just a neat area. I get it.
It is. Montana, I mean, the journey to get to Montana was absolutely chaos. So there was the biggest convoy we'd had. I think we had almost 8 combines in tow. We had grain carts, we had pickups, campers, everything. And it took us 3 days to get to Montana from Tribune, Kansas. And we had to dry camp a few nights because we couldn't just stop anywhere with all of this equipment. We had to find somewhere proper to park it all, camp at night. And we traveled through like Nebraska, Colorado, and what I remember about Colorado is the roads are so windy, and I had the combine and a header on the back of a truck, and I was like, oh my goodness, I hope my Jake brakes work well. But
yes,
yeah, it was pretty cool traveling all the way through there to get to Montana.
And I can't say that I've watched every single one of your videos throughout the summer, but I think you did an excellent job documenting the entire harvest. I enjoyed every one that I watched, and for those of you out there that have not found Eleanor, you should go back. There's a lot of stuff to watch, and I'm sure you're still trying to catch up on editing from some of the harvest.
Yes, no, I've documented it 3 times a week. I put a video out, and also on my socials under Berkshire Farm Girl as well, little videos. But it's been definitely really difficult because it's almost like having a farm, like a full-time job. I don't know if you agree with that. Editing takes a long time.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been good, and I'm glad I've documented it. I do wish I had done a little bit more, but I've been working long hours as well. So,
yes.
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, thanks for sharing your experience, and tell my audience where to find you. Obviously, you're on YouTube.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or X, Instagram, and also TikTok. But I appreciate if you follow me, but I've built up such a amazing American following since being out here, so I appreciate everyone that's followed me from the US, and it's been great to meet people like Mike here and other people all in the US area, because it's sometimes a little bit daunting coming over from a different country, but meeting up with all you lot and all the lovely comments I've received is amazing, so thank you for your support whilst I've been out here.
All right, so that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Definitely check out her channel, catch up on all that wheat harvest, and you are going to be here for one of our holidays that you don't have back home, Thanksgiving. So I really hope you get to go somewhere and have a good American Thanksgiving dinner. Anyways, thanks for taking the time to talk to me, and I'm sure I'll see you around in the future somewhere.
See you soon.
And while I was here visiting at Paplow Harvesting, here's just a couple pictures I took around the yard as they were busy cleaning up machinery at the end of harvest. And when I was out with this crew in the summer, if you've not seen that video, I'll put the link to it right here, and be sure to check out her channel as well. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Feel free to go down there, hit that like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can also follow me along on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Farmhand Mike. As always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.